What is going on, gang? Billy here, Storm Trades, with yet another trade review. Today we're going to run through a Euro futures long trade. This opportunity was from Wednesday, July 16th AM trading session. Just a quick note here, I just recently started watching this trading pair, and this is my first trade review on 6E. I've been thinking about moving it into the pairs that I analyze and trade daily. Currently, I trade NQ, CL, and GC. Looking to add one more, and the people in the Discord seem to like the Euro futures, so I'm just gonna be watching price for a while and doing trade reviews after the sessions and see if any of my setups are taking place. So without further ado, let's get on with it. First things first, I'm looking at the daily bias, right? I want to try and create a bias if I can. If it's not clear, I am neutral and I'm moving on to the hourly market structure. Whenever I am looking at the daily bias, I'm setting up my charts the exact same way every day. It's got to be very simple. It's got to be very repeatable. Okay, I can't be all over the place, which is what I used to do. And it's terrible to live that way. First things first, I will mark off the previous daily low and the previous daily high. Already, there's a story being told here, right? Overnight and in the morning, we have swept the previous daily low and the previous daily high already, okay? This is a pretty big candle, too, a pretty big wick already. So a lot of action here in the morning, but just marking off the previous daily high and low doesn't really do much for us, okay? I like to run a fib from the previous daily candle, right? That's from the high to the low, just to sort of see where we're currently trading. And now I'm going to look for internal and external range liquidity, because I know that price books from internal to external and vice versa. Therefore, this bullish daily fair value gap is kind of a big deal. It is internal range liquidity. We have swept the previous daily low into that, and we have a bullish move out of that. That is telling us a major story right there, okay? Now, we need a draw on liquidity to reach for. Once we've hit internal range liquidity, we're going to look for external range liquidity. Do we have any? Yeah, we got a swing high up here. Is price going to make it all the way up there today? No. This is the daily chart, okay? Well, it could, by the way, but it's most likely not to. But we have something to reach for, and this could be reaching up through the next 3 days. So I am bullish on the daily bias. Okay, this is an easy one because we're sweeping the previous daily low, which is a liquidity pool, into a major liquidity pool, which is a bullish internal range liquidity, which is fair value gap, and I'm expecting price to move up. I have a bullish daily bias. There's nothing else to do here. I am now going to pull up the hourly chart, and I'm going to be looking for, if you follow me, you know I'm looking for changes in the state of delivery, and I'm looking to get on sides once I see that to seek, in this case, higher prices. Now, why am I looking for higher prices here as I'm looking at this chart? Well, for starters, we have a large unmitigated hourly fair value gap all the way back from let's see, almost 2 weeks ago. Okay. And we dipped down into that, and we had a V-shaped recovery right out of that, creating a change in the state of delivery, which I'm going to, excuse me. We also swept at hourly swing low, right? So we have two hourly POIs that we've just engaged with and have moved quickly back into the range, creating, okay. I also marked out a liquidity rate here, right? So if you're a T-Trades person, right, the liquidity rates demarks the C2 candle, right, C3 and C4 would then, if you were now looking to be on sides with a bullish move, would look to expand higher. We already had a big expansion here on the 11 o'clock candle, but I just want to make note of that. All of this is telling us a story, right? Sweep of this hourly swing low into an old unmitigated hourly bullish fair value gap, a C2 sweep, all of this happening inside of a bullish daily fair value gap. And finally, we have a change in the state of delivery right here, right? So I am looking for higher prices here. Now, is this a little bit scary that we've already taken this liquidity with this wick? Yes. However, the change in the state of delivery, I would still expect price to move higher and maybe even to move up into the midpoint of this wick. But I like the narrative from the high time frame. I like the confluences. And as you can see here, this is telling a very, very interesting story. Whenever I can qualify a change in a state of delivery on the hourly, I'd like to run a fib just to sort of see if anything is lining up. Well, we haven't reached the -2 to -2.5 levels yet, even though we wicked into the -1 to -1.5 as we took the previous daily high. However, I like that we still have this swing high daily up here, which is setting up really nicely with the standard deviation level. So I expect price to continue to move higher. So I am at this point, since we have a POI that's been engaged, multiple of them, and I'm expecting higher prices, I'm going to move down to the M5 time frame. And it was probably pretty clear that we would have missed the reversal on this. Okay, the initial reversal, as we had this kind of a crazy, I don't know if this was a Trump tweet candle or what, but here's our liquidity raid, right? So on our M5 execution time frame, we're looking for some sort of a liquidity raid, and then you move back into the range with some sort of a change in the state of delivery. Okay, and we have that actually all the way down here. Okay, but as you can see, we didn't catch this, and price just absolutely rocket shipped up. But once we understand which side of the market we're looking to take trades, we can look for other entries. Okay, and that's what I do. So I'm looking, I see this up close candle prior to this move down. Okay, this is also a breaker down here, but this is another relevant breaker, right here. Okay, and we have a little fair value gap inside of there. Okay, so that creates a what we call a unicorn, right? Inside the Unicorn University, we train to find these things, and we know price typically likes to react off of them. Price already went 2R from this breaker and from this breaker, right? So again, I didn't take this trade, but I think I probably would have taken this once if price came down here and made a good reaction out of it. Just for the sake of running our model and just for data, I'm going to go ahead and put this where the limit order would have been here, and just sort of see if we would have gotten an easy 2R. And let's watch how price reacts here once we come down and tag this this breaker. Now we got a tag right here. Now let's see if price moves up to our take profit. And I think it does right there, but definitely get a move. It takes the 2R right there. Again, I didn't take this trade. This is a trade review. Every day I'm going through my pairs. Sometimes I find trades that I was watching and I didn't see. I think doing this is a really good form of journaling, and helps train your eyes and helps train your yourself on your model, right? So my model is find a daily bias, find an hourly market structure, a narrative that makes sense, and it can be qualified by some sort of a change in state delivery or a move out of a some sort of a daily POI, internal or external range liquidity, and then find a way to get on size with that move on the M5 time frame. Hope you guys enjoyed this. It's gonna be interesting to see if I keep finding trades on the euro futures, and you guys have a good one. See ya.